Hi, welcome to my video on extra problems number 1. Just wanted to summarize the unit by doing some extra problems that have the area of a triangle, sine law, cosine law mixed in. Let's try number 1. Again, you can pause the video and work this out before I do. It says that angle AHB is not 90 degrees. Angle AHB, this is not a 90. This is not a straight line down through here. Find the area of triangle AHB to the nearest tenth. AHB is this triangle here. So to get the area of a triangle, I don't have a right angle, and I can't use my sine law so far, but to get the area of a triangle, I need a half of AB sine theta. So I need the two sides. So let's see if we can find the two sides. So we have a triangle, which is a right triangle here with sides of 8 and 6. That means I should be able to find AB. So that's 8, 6, A, C, B. And what we have is a right triangle, so C squared is A squared plus B squared. And let's call this side, we can call that side C because it's in this triangle. So C squared is A is 6, B is 8, and that's 36 and 64. So that's 100. So the square root of C squared is plus minus the square root of 100. So C is plus minus 10, and because we have a triangle, then this side is 10, can't be negative. And now we have another triangle right here. Let's see this triangle, and it's TH with a right angle, and we have an A, and we have a 14 and a 30. So we need to get the length of AH in order to work on this triangle with a side angle side. So we have a right triangle of 30, so this is a 60. So in a 30, 60, 90 right triangle, this side is n, this side is 2n, and this side is n root 3. That means that this side, 2n equals 14. Divide by 2, n equals 7. So this side is 7. AH is 7. So now we have a triangle that has, and let's draw that triangle separately. Here it is here. This triangle is AHB. We have a 7, a 40, and a 10. So now we can get the area of this triangle by a half AB sine of the included angle, which we're going to call theta. So there's a half. A is 7, B is 10, and we have the sine of 40 degrees. And you sub that in a calculator, and you'll come up with 2.497. So that means the area is, the answer for the area to the nearest tenth is 22.5, and we don't have any lengths, so it's square units. So whatever the units are squared. So just using a bit of right triangle and using the area of a triangle, half AB sine theta. Now number 2, let's practice this one. Triangle has a perimeter of 33. If the sides of the triangle are consecutive integers, find the measures of the smallest angle. Find the measures to the nearest degree. So let's see what we have. We have a triangle. Perimeter, we're given the perimeter is 30, and we're given consecutive sides. Well, consecutive sides means that one side is n, and the next one is consecutive is n plus 1, and the next one is n plus 2. Consecutive means they follow each other, and you add 1 onto each one. So that means if this side is n, this side is n plus 1, this side is n plus 2, and the perimeter, so if we add them all up, there they are, to give us 33. So it's 3n plus 3 equals 33. 3n is 33 minus 3. 3n equals 30. Divide by 3, n is equal to 10. So that means this side is 10, and 10 plus 1 is 11, and 10 plus 2 is 12. So the sides are 10, 11, and 12. Now it says find the measure of the smallest angle. What we have is not a right triangle, so we can't use SOHCAHTOA. We have no angle, so we can't use the sine law, so we have to use the cosine law. So c squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine angle c. So the smallest angle, now this is the length of the shortest side, so this is the smallest angle that I'm going to label here as x. And this is 12 long, so this is the largest angle. This is 11, so this is the angle in between the smallest and the largest. So what we're doing, that's x, then this is c right here. And this is c. So x is the angle, so c is 10. A and b makes no difference. We could say it's 11 squared, 12 squared, 11, 12, and we're looking for x. So I put x as the angle I want. This is the smallest angle, so I put c there to indicate that this is small c, so we wouldn't get mixed up. Notice I said 11 and 12. I could put 12 and 11, and this would be 12 and 11. Still going to give you the same answers. This is 100, 121, 144, and when we multiply this out, we get 264 cos angle x. So we simplify the right side to a 265. Because we have to add these together. This is a different expression, so I can't add these numbers to this. So now we make it 265 cos x. Oh, that's the 264. Now see, I almost made an error there. It's 265. 264 is here. 264, 264. And we make it a minus 100, so it's 264 cos x equals 165. Divide by 264. So cos x equals 165 over 264. So that means that angle x is cos to the negative 1. And we've done plenty like this. And that comes out to be 51. When you use your calculator again, use your inverse button on cos, punch this fraction in, and you get 51.3 degrees. So angle x says to the nearest degree, so I have 51 degrees. Hopefully you know how to use your calculator. We did plenty of practice, so I'm assuming you know how to do that. Just save a bit of time in working out the problems, make the video a little bit shorter. Number 3. In the triangle ABC, sine of A is 3/5. The sine of B is 3 root 13 over 13. B is equal to 10. Find the exact value of A. Well, we have a triangle. That's A, B, and C. And it says the sine of A, sine of B, their ratios. B is 10. So notice we have sine A, sine B, and B. So that means we probably have the sine of A over small a is the sine of B over small b. Looks like I got the sine law. And we want to find what A is here. So the sine of A is 3/5 over A. The sine of B is 3 root 13 over 13. And B is 10. So we have to solve this ratio. So let's cross multiply. So the unknown is here, A. So let's go 3 root 13. 3 root 13 over 13 times A. And we have 3/5 times 10. So I cross multiplied this first and this second because I want my variable to be on the left side. So to simplify that, I can divide. So I have 3 root 13a over 13 equals 6. That's 6 over 1. Cross multiply. 1 times 3 root 13a and 13 times 6. 13 times 6 is 78. And now I got to divide 3 root 13 on each side. That gets us. So A is equal to. Now I'm going to simplify this. I have 3 root 13 right here. So I need to multiply by root 13. So I multiply by root 13 because I need to make the bottom a rational number. Get rid of the root 13. So that's 78 root 13 all over. Root 13 times root 13 is 13. 3 times 13 is 39. And as it happens, 78 divided by 39 is a 2. So the exact value of A is 2 root 13. Again, a little bit different. You didn't have to work any angles. You just had to plug it into the sine law. There was no cosine law here because you only had one side, no angles. It wasn't a right triangle, so I used the sine law. And another one to do, don't forget, you can pause your video. Number 4, I've got a triangle, root 6, sides root 2, and angle 30. Find the exact perimeter. So the perimeter means add up all the sides. So I need to find, I know these two sides. I need to find this one and then add them together. And the exact perimeter means I can't change the roots to decimals. So I have two sides and an included angle. I don't have a right triangle. Can't use SOHCAHTOA. I don't have an angle and a side, so I can't use sine law. So I will use the cosine law. So c squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. And since I have a 30 here, and 30 is the unit, I'm going to call that c, and I'm going to let this one be small c. So, as a result, c is x. A could be either one, root 2 squared. B could be root 6 squared minus A is root 2. B is root 6. And cos of the angle C is 30. Now I have to find the value of x. So x squared is equal to root 2 times root 2 is 2. Root 6 squared is root 6 times root 6, which is 6, because it's 36. Square root of 36 is 6. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is a 2. Or any square root squared is whatever's underneath the root. And we multiply these, and I'll get 2 root 12. And what is the cos of 30? Well, let's look at a couple of ways to look at the cos of 30. If 30 is right here, rotating up, right triangle. This is a 1, so this is a 30. This is a 60. So because that is a 30-degree angle, this is 1/2. This is root 3 over 2. And this is a 1. The cos of 30 is causes the x, so it's root 3 over 2. Okay. Another way to do the cos of 30, if you wanted to, if you think of a right triangle, and you could say, well, this is 30 and this is 60. Remember the right triangle? We had an n, and we had a 2n, and an n root 3. Well, if you take that triangle and make them all 1s, n is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times root 3 is root 3, right triangle, that's a 30, that's a 60. The cos of 30, cos of 30 is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So in this case, the adjacent is root 3 and the hypotenuse is 2. So there's another way. You can do it this way or this way, your choice. Anyway, I have that root 3 over 2 explained a couple of ways. So we get x squared is equal to, I got to finish off the multiplication. So I could simplify 12, or I can multiply all this first, so the 2's cancels out. And root 3 times root 12 times root 3 is root 36, which is a 6. So x squared is equal to 2. They cancel out. So the root of x squared equals plus or minus the root of 2. X is equal to, again, it's going to just plus or minus root 2 because you can't simplify root 2. So the x is positive, so it's just root 2. So the perimeter is the sum of the sides. So it's a root 6. So this is a root 2. Put that in there. X is root 2. So you got root 6 plus root 2 plus root 2. And the like terms are root 2 and root 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's a 2 root 2. So the exact parameter is 6 plus 2 root 2. And that's a few more problems worked out. Again, the more problems you can do, the better you'll be at your math. And if you like my video, click on the like button. If you're not a subscriber, click on the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.